Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point.
It's not just the three-point shooting, it's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Green finds Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. And it's Doncic missing. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniel's doors. Oh!
My goodness. Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And that one drops.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, Mike Conley understands how to draw contact and still try to get a shot opportunity. He'll go to the line for the end one.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Powell, the pass to Doncic. Back to Powell. Towns with the steal. Edwards looking it over. With the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got his second basket of the game. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Now here's Edwards after Luka Doncic's miss. Out to Conley. Here's the three. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Towns a screen on Green. Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Towns with the steal. There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Powell dishes to Green. Pass to Kleba. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Irving into the lane. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Edwards kicks to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Edwards. For the three, Gobert trying to get open. And there's Edwards on the assist by Conley.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
The shot by Kleba, wide open, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
They get the rebound. There's the pass to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mavericks trail by 13.
Hey, get on the
Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
And what blows me away about Doncic, the consistency across the board.
GA, for 3 straight years, he was selected to the first team All-NBA, and that's all before he turned 24 years of age. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? What he has done is incredible.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
He hits the second from the line. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Gets it off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got his first 2 points.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength, but Don has got that in his game.
For 3, Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards can't hit.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Outside, Towns. Conley against Kleba. Gobert the pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gobert. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
I'll tell you, little you can do to stop Gobert in there. He's just too long and too hungry.
Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the 3-point shot.
3 points.
And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
And the shot goes in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the paint, here's Gobert. And stolen by Irving. It's deflected. Doncic with it. Conley picks him up. Edwards against Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
Here's McDaniels. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They kick it out to Green. Outside Irving. Back to Green. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Green, the pass to Irving. And he makes good on the way. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Fast break, Dallas. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Mavericks have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's Powell with the drive. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
But Dwight Powell is very mobile, highly coordinated. We all know this, but how about that dribble drive?
Conley with it. Now Green defending. Powell with the steal. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And here's Edwards from the arc. No good that time, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk. And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
The assist.
26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Green, the kick out to Irving. 16 feet away, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Really heads-up play by Kyrie Irving. On time and on target pass. We've seen that before.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Launches it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Dallas calls timeout, and the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider here, the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
You've got Green. Irving is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Buries it from 3-point range. Edwards got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Irving, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
This guy is as difficult to cover as there is in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, the master at drawing contact.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Outside Irving. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Dallas. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Here's Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavericks.
It's one thing to be a scorer. It's another thing to be an efficient offensive player. Kyrie Irving doing work right now.
Edwards, that's good. And with the Mavs, a trip doors to the conference finals puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
Driving to the basket.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Here's Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
This guy has been elite as a passer since he entered the league. He takes pride in making the guys around him better.
Oh, offensive interference. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Irving passes to Kleba. Doncic against Conley. Doncic dishes to Powell. Count that bucket. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
And the dunk by Doncic.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Kleba. That one good for 2. Kleba's got his first points in this one.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
To the middle, and again Minnesota will turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Dallas. Good momentum, 8 straight points. He dishes it to Powell. And there's the drive. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Doncic. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got 14 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Pass to Powell. Out to the right wing. Towns with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Edwards kicks to Conley. The pass to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. Well, that's the incredible leaping ability from Dwight. Al just jams it home.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Out to Conley. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Irving. Conley dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Irving. Here's Powell. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the and one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with it. He's picked up by Irving. And the dunk by Towns.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Powell with the steal. To the inside. Out to Doncic. And he drives in. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And the first one drops. free throws good from Doncic. Doncic with the steal. Down low. Here's Powell. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Powell finds Irving. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Irving's got 21 in the game.
Boy, at the rim, an undersized guard, Kyrie Irving may be the best to ever do it.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
Outside Edwards. To the paint, intercepted. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And the basket is good. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavericks.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Towns, a screen on Irving. Edwards passes to Towns. And they're pushing it up. Outside Irving. Dallas moving it around. Green, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards with it. Now Green defending. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Nailed from three-point land.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
When Kyrie Irving is engaged, guys, this guy is almost unstoppable. The handle, the finishing ability, the absolute fearlessness when the game hangs in the balance.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Conley with a wide open look. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Edwards.
Well, you see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
All free throws good from Doncic. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. The tray. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Fires the three. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Clock at 6. McDaniels dishes to Conley. From downtown. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Doncic, bounce pass. Powell kicks to Doncic. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
head coach Johnson.
Sure does, Allie. Thank you. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Luka Doncic, then it's Green, and it's Irving in at shooting guard.
When you watch Luka play, you can't forget he's 6'7". He can more than hold his own inside.
Lillard with the ball. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
And going right through the contact, Luka has tremendous strength, especially for a guy who handles the ball so much. And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Simons. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Doncic passes to Powell. Lillard against Doncic. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Thibault with the board. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Now here's Green. Kleber finds Powell. Shot clock at 5. Irving, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Back to Grant. Pass to Simons. To the inside. And Nurkic throws it down.
Nurkic showing a lot of authority on that finish. He's not messing around.
Irving. And it's Portland with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Pass to Nurkic. Sinks that one from the post. Nurkic has got 6.
Nurkic going to work inside, using all that size he possesses to his advantage.
Here's Doncic, and he lays it up and in.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball. Grant, the pass to Thibault. Doncic against Lillard. Up and over Doncic. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
At the line for Dallas, Luka.
That's good from Doncic. This Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Here's Thibault. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Mavericks trailing. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Back to Irving. 107 left in the first quarter of the game. Chalk up 2 there.
The nasty handle of Kyrie uses it to get anywhere he wants.
Now Lillard. Drives to the hoop. They get it back. Simons outside. Six on the shot clock. Tries again. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Simons with a steal. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Look at Simon's move, making the effort to get out ahead on the break.
Here's Irving. Pass to Powell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Thibault. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Oh, what a performance by Luke. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
They've got Kyrie Irving, Dwight Powell out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Simons against Irving. The drive by Simons.
Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Eubanks, he's checked in from Portland. And so Simons nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Doncic passes to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries opened the door.
And BA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum most of that season. And Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
Powell with a steal. Outside Irving. Let's go with a 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Irving's got 5.
Can hit it outside, inside, and there you see Kyrie with the pull-up.
Pass to Eubanks. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here is Green. Out to Kleber. Back to Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
A masterful finisher. The closer Kyrie is to the bucket, the more dangerous he becomes.
Timeout called, Portland. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Eubanks. Here's Nurkic, out to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
What bunnies from Damian Lillard, flying off the floor to dunk it home.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Back to Doncic. again here in the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And count it. Now 5 for 7. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Timeout called, Portland. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Grant with a screen on Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Lillard passes to Grant. Over Kleba. Grant's shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Yes, it's good. And now it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Cutting to the rim with force. Once Kyrie sees an opening, he seizes it.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. They grab their own miss. Powell finds Green. Now here's Irving. Fires the 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Kyrie is a real menace. He's a talented marksman who can bury you with threes.
Doncic against Lillard. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It'll go on Maxi Kleba.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Shot is good by Kleba. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
Here's Lillard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kyrie Irving. He's off on the first.
Lillard takes pride in being a leader for his team. His hunger to win is undeniable.
He hits the second from the line. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Irving against Simons. Irving, the pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Kyrie attracts so much attention, it frees his teammates up.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 12 points for him.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Irving, the pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
We see his playmaking ability each year has been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Pass to Nurkic. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And
Your Mavericks, 37. The Trailblazers, 25.
with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
That's so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players that build solid rosters around them.
And here are the Mavericks now. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at small forward. Here's Lillard. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Here's Simons. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
The crossover. And it's laid up and in by Irving. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Now here's Powell. Second chance effort. And out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lillard passes to Graham. The three-pointer off the mark. And they'll hang that foul on Maxi Kleber. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Dunk by Lillard.
Dame Lillard can untie your shoes with moves like that.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. And Doncic with the jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Now here's Powell. Give him 8. Driving to the basket. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 10.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
A less common spot for Lillard, but his accuracy is still undeniable.
Now the Blazers moving it up. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From deep. It's rebounded by Kleber. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. It's Powell on the wing. Irving against Lillard. Crossed up the deep perfectly. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
On offense, Kyrie Irving is so crafty. He keeps finding ways to get around the deep.
Lillard against Doncic. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand. Man, Blazers fans have been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
BA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Thibault. Simons outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Portland ball.
A minute 29 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard passes to Grant. Powell against Nurkic. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 19. Here's Irving. It's stolen by Nurkic. Thibault against Doncic. And it's Thibault missing. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Free throw good. Green for the Trailblazers. Eubanks comes in for Nurkic. And it's Sharp in for Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Green. And so here's Portland. It's a 14-point game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Grant, the pass to Thibault. Simons outside. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Simons. He has 6. Grant with a screen on Irving. Here's Simons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Trying to outwork the defense, Simons manages to get the shot in the air.
Anthony Simons.
And so Simons nails both of them. Now here's Irving on the take. Off target at the rim. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so you have the chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Maxi Kleber out there with Josh Green. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Mavericks shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Doncic with it. Nurkic picks him up. Here's Kleber. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Damian Lillard picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That free throw misses.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. And the Trailblazers shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
You got to love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad.
Here's Powell. It's stolen by Nurkic. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Doncic. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
Lillard passes to Graham. Here's Sharp. Portland calls timeout. How about the last couple of years for Jeremy Grant?
BA, 6'8", playing the 3 or the 4. He's really found some comfort in scoring the basketball. Followed up his best season with another great offensive performance last year.
And so here's Portland. Simons outside. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Green with the defensive effort. Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Green, the pass to Powell. Green in the post, defended by Lillard. Here's Powell, and the basket is good.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
That one falls for Powell. The Trailblazers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. It's Lillard with the drive. There's Simons with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Sharp. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Irving. Kleba passes to Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Lillard outside. Pass to Graham. Fires from deep. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
3 points.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of 3-point shooter.
Powell, a screen on Lillard. Doncic with it. Nurkic picks him up. And Powell with the stuff.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
The 3, here's Lillard. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Doncic. No good. He's 9 for 14 in the game. Portland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Irving. Kleba finds Doncic. Powell with it. Here's Irving going inside. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Pass to Sharp. Lillard against Doncic. Beyond the arc. Out left to the wing. Powell with a steal.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Mavericks.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
How about that finish from Dame? Going up with force right there. Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
The three is up. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell with it. Picked up by Grant. Doncic outside. From outside, off the mark. Nurkic up top. Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Doncic passes to Powell. Doncic up top. Pass to Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence.
With the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Sharp in at the 3 slot. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And the second free throw, good. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
The Trailblazers on offense. Grant with the screen on Conley. Grant outside. Three-pointer, Simons. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Stolen by Grant. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Here's Lillard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. Lets it go with a 3. Just 5 to shoot. And now Portland on the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Simons, the pass to Sharp. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Can't connect from short range. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Towns. For 3, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Simons. Grant with a screen on Conley. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Here is Edwards. He has 6. And now Portland on the break. Now here's Simons. McDaniels defended.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Towns. Nobody near Nurkic. Sharp, the pass to Grant. And Nurkic has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's McDaniels. Gobert finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Connects from 3-point range. Edwards got 9.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden, Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Nurkic, a screen on Conley. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Edwards. Oh, he's a high flyer.
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here is Conley following the missed shot by Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Back to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Can't connect from long distance. The Trailblazers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
14. Blazers substitution, Matisse Thybulle.
Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Domination in the... And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
One more time.
Trailblazers trail by 10.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here is Lillard. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Pass to Grant. Feeds it to Nurkic. Towns with the steal. Here's Edwards driving in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Conley against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Gobert. That one, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Grant kicks to Lillard. Fires it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Gobert the screen. Conley with the 3. Simons the pass to Thybulle. Over in the corner, Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now, Thibault, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard outside. Simons up top. This one for three. Hands it from downtown.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nurkic finds Simons. Back to Nurkic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And he's good on the second. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And it's Thibault in the corner. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Conley kicks to Towns. Out to Conley. Gobert, the pass to Edwards. Shoots the three. Shot clock at 6. Those three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Simons on the wing. Screen by Grant.
Oh, you better shoot that.
Fires for three. It's rebounded by Towns. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Here he goes. Over in the corner, Edwards. For three. Good on the triple. Edwards got 11 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
33, the Trailblazers. 20.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative.
Oh! Wow, my goodness!
Man. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And Damian Lillard with the chance.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Man, he's He's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sharps checked in for Matisse Thybulle.
Blazers substitution, Sharp.
On defense, Minnesota. It's a 13-point game. Here's Sharp going inside, and rejection by McDaniel. That's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Lillard misses. Timberwolves leading by 13.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group.
Nurkic with the steal.
Blocking foul on Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Nurkic finds Lillard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The three. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Trailblazers trail by 13. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. From deep, the rebound by Prince. Timberwolves leading by 11. To the middle, got a piece of it. Here's Sharp, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The Trailblazers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And the free throw, no good.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
They set the pick. Anderson passes to Prince. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Time to get up and make some noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Simons surveying the D.
Oh, what a dunk! Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. A nice shot by Anderson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Portland turns it over again.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Grant kicks to Simons. Now, here's Sharp.
Oh, man.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And a foul called on Minnesota.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy's a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk it.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Eubanks the pass to Sharp. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Here's Gobert. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love him. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. It was weird stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Edwards got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to Nurkic. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And the pass to Sharp. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 16. Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. Out to Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Sharp. Over in the corner, Edwards. Cranes the 3-pointer. Edwards got 35.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Sharp. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And now Portland on the break. Nurkic, the pass to Sharp. Over in the corner, Lillard. driving the lane, and then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Deflects the pass. McDaniels finds Conley. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Out to Conley. Another shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns.
Blocking foul.
The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Second team foul.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Edwards. And they get it back. Pass to Towns. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Simon. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley kicks to Edwards. The three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Grant with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Sharp, the pass to Simons. Shoots over Towns. And it's Simons missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Towns. Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And it's Sharp missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Gobert, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
That one is no good. Here's Lillard from deep three-point range, off target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grit.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So here's Dallas's starting group. We've got Maxi Kleber. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Josh Green, and it's Powell in at the 5 down low. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Edwards can't hit. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Here's the second effort. Outside for Irving. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Irving against Edwards. Gobert, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer league. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Irving. Pass to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Irving against Edwards. Now here's Conley. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Towns on a screen. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Doncic. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. McDaniels from long range. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Mavericks on offense to the inside. Second shot opportunity. Powell. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Doncic for 3. Conley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's Powell on the wing. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Boy, guys, with that appearance in the Western Conference Finals, it certainly feels like the Dallas Mavericks took a huge step forward. They played to their strengths. Obviously, the axis is Luka Doncic and his incredible skill set.
And Edwards, here we go. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Doncic.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Shooting from Dallas, Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are.
Doncic hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Timberwolves trail. Conley passes to Towns. Gobert finds Towns. Nails it from beyond the arc. Right, it almost seems like last year we were seeing the team Dallas had been waiting for, Doris.
It seems, B.A., they finally figured out what pieces need to be fit around Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need high-caliber shooting across positions. The one thing I think they need to continue thinking about is that rim protector and vertical threat.
And that one's good. Irving.
Well, you know you're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Gobert passes to Conley. Gobert inside, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Towns. Here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. For three. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Irving. Some solid defense from Edwards.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gobert with a screen on Green. Towns for 3. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks go on the other way now. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Now here's McDaniels. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Towns is screen on Irving. And here's Edwards outside. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Green against McDaniels. Left side Irving. Stolen by Conley. Here's Towns. Gobert passes to Edwards. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Edwards has got 8.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective. That's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside for Irving. Back to Powell. Outside, Green. Pass to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. And Doncic with a nice bucket inside. He's got 10.
6'7", 230 pounds. Luka Doncic is a load in the painted area.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Here's Kleba. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Outside Conley. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. It's McDaniels on the wing. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Irving. And Gobert with a block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. McDaniels from long range. Gobert inside. Kleber on him. Gobert, that's good.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. It goes on Mike Conley. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. Just speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts. One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
To the middle, Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Doncic. Green for three. Goes back up. Powell's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards for the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Irving. Here's Powell. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Powell's got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's McDaniels. Irving against Edwards. Lets it go from deep. 6 to shoot. Sinks it from distance. 13 points in the game.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out. What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
50 seconds left in the half. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. And he's going for the lob. Kleber with a steal. Stolen by Conley. And the shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Green. Irving's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, at the rim, an undersized guard, Kyrie Irving may be the best to ever do it.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And so it's the...
33, the Mavericks. 27.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And the Mavericks call time here, and we know that last year the Mavs had an issue with rim protection doors.
They did, and obviously that is the starting point, BA, for a lot of defenses, so you understand you have to address that. What you know, though, unequivocally, is you have excellent wing defenders on the roster. It's one of the most critical aspects of success in today's NBA. So really, it's about solidifying the paint, and let's see where this team goes from there.
On the court right now for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Here's Gobert. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Conley. Doncic passes to Green. Kleber left side. Powell outside. Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Green. No luck on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Conley passes to Edwards. Takes the 3. And they recover it.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. Third personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Dallas.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Here's Doncic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
We have learned in a very brief period of time that there is absolutely nothing on a basketball court that Luka Doncic can't do. He is no doubt amongst the very big-time superstars in this league.
Towns, a screen on Irving. Towns, and the tip-in on the offensive boards. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
It's blocked by Gobert. McDaniels passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 7 rebounds in the game. And how about Luka Doncic? I mean, how remarkable, Doris.
BA, his numbers are insane when you consider how young he is. In his career, averaging more than 25 points, over 8 boards, and over 7 assists. Not many players contribute in every aspect of the game like Luka.
And both free throws good for Green. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Outside Conley, over Green. Outside Edwards. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 16.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Powell finds Green. Kleber outside. Here's Irving. Here's Powell. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Clock at 6. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Blocking foul on Carl Anthony Towns. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Doncic against Conley. Doncic passes to Green.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
Back to Conley. Towns up top. Over Green.
2 minutes.
Outside Conley. No good with the triple. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Kicks it to Doncic. And it's in there. Doncic just got 6 here in the quarter.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Irving attacking. And he makes it on the layup. Irving's got 8.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Here's Kleba. Off target with the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards can't hit.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Doncic finds Powell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards fires from way outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Mavericks trailing.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
That one goes in.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Outside Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
The shot that time not on target. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Mavericks timeout call.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He was not pleased with the team's focus, saying, quote, "We're being flat out reckless. We have to settle down and tighten things up. No more turnovers, guys."
And Allie, thank you for that. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
How about that defense by Powell? Not overly physical, obviously, but he moves his feet and anticipates plays.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's Edwards. And that one's good. Edwards got 20 points.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
They get it back. Powell. Outside for Green. Outside Irving. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up again. Irving, no good. Minnesota in the lead. And stolen by Irving.
Timberwolves foul. Anthony Edwards.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
That free throw good from Irving.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Outside for Green. Doncic against Conley. Doncic passes to Kleba. And some solid defense from Towns. Well, the Timberwolves shooting about 43% on this one. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And he drives in. And Doncic with the jam.
Consistent nightly scoring in the league is hard, but Luka Doncic showing he has the frame, the game, and the stamina to do just that.
Out to Kleba. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic. To tie it up. And there's the shot clock violation transition. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The lead is 2. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards can't hit.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
That one's good. This game is all even. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Minnesota calls timeout.
It's the First Avenue Brazers.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Conley. Here's Prince. And he banks in the layup. Prince has got his first basket.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Doncic passes to Powell. Edwards against Irving. Here's Powell. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
Edwards finds Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Maxi, 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Hitting all your free throws at the end is huge in this league. So many games are decided by razor-thin margins.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Noel. 3-pointer. No good there. And it's Dallas the other way. There's 1:40 left in the game. Irving, the pass to Green to take the lead. Here's Powell. Out to Kleba. Doncic with it. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Green. And Gobert with a block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
The Mavericks trailing. And Doncic with the jam.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Back to Noel. Fires it from 18. And here's Edwards outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
To take the lead. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's the break. Gobert with it. Guarded by Kleba. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Towns a screen on Green.
Yes! And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Noel, guarded by Doncic. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Noel, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on there. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke.
treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. Green is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Jeremy Grant.
And those assist numbers have always been there for Kyrie, spotting an open teammate that time.
Grant with a screen on Doncic. Lillard dishes to Grant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Powell, the pass to Kleber. On the wing, Green. Back to Kleber. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from Irving.
Just so few players have that kind of arsenal. When they get to the inside and have to finish, Kyrie Irving becomes elite.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
So for the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Reddish comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's Johnson in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Sharp. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
It's time for some t-shirts. Here they come.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Eubanks, and Bernie Simons comes in for Reddish, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Doncic finds Powell. Back to Doncic. Down low. Powell, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard against Doncic. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Sharp. Nurkic against Green, and Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Yusuf Nurkic.
Back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally there was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland, and he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of its production since then.
Now here's Powell. Doncic outside. Count it. Doncic has got 7.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Lillard with it, guarded now by Irving.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Irving drives in. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
So clever on these takes to the rim. Kyrie knows how to navigate and then finish creatively.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
.103 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Sharp missing. Dallas leading by 4. Inside, here's Powell, a shake, and it's good on the layup. Lillard with it. He has 6. There's the pass to Grant. To the right side. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Kleba. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
A nice shot by Irving.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. From and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Sharp in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Passes to Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Think about Nurkic and how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March 2019. On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021 the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
Irving attacking. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard bounce pass. Powell against Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Well, we know, Brett, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard, but immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. And Doncic gets it to go.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Lillard against Doncic. A 3-ball. Kept alive. Nurkic goes back up. And the layup is good. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Doncic gets to Irving. Out to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brother. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Free throws good from Doncic. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Doncic against Lillard. 6 on the shot clock.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum with a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons, so they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now. It just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Pass to Nurkic. Great D that time from Powell.
But he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Green, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Grant. Great D that time from Powell. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. There's the 3. A rebound by Simons. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Screen by Nurkic. Trailblazers keep it alive. That's a 2 from Lillard, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 11 points.
You got to have your heads up on defense. Lillard's going to fire that as soon as he catches it.
Dallas, no good that time either. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nasir Little comes in for Grant. Reddish, he's checked in for Anthony Simon. And it's Johnson in for Damian Lillard.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Shoots. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Irving. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Sharp. Kleba with the rebound.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
That'll do it for the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back.
33. And let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Dallas calls timeout.
Hey, fans, get up and move with your Blazers dancers. We need you to make some noise for your Blazer dancers. Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise. We need you to make some
Dallas leading by 7. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Got Maxi Kleber. Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Mavericks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And Doncic, here we go. And that one, good. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. The Trailblazers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Lillard dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
Doncic passes to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game. Trailblazers trail by 9. And there's the pass to Sharp. Nurkic with it. And finished off by Nurkic.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Lillard left side. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And play stops as it looks like they call an over-the-back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. And that's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And this team relies on that kind of production coming at the hands of Damian Lillard.
Doncic passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Lillard against Doncic. Nurkic a screen on Doncic. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Great D that time from Powell.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Irving. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Irving's got 10 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, They've carried it out.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And that time, also a missed shot. And there's the feed to Irving. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Simons. Nurkic in the post. That shot off. Great D that time from Powell. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Three-pointer, Simons. Portland again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. That one drops for him. Kleba's got his first bucket in this one.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And when Luka finds an opening on the perimeter, he does not hesitate. Great focus on that triple.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks to the inside. Doncic with the steal. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
Outside, Green. Back to Doncic. Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Irving's got 12.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Dallas opening up a huge gap. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Hey, what's that?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Eubanks in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
An overlooked part of his game. Irving's about a career 40% shooter from deep.
And Lillard kicks to Simons. Powell against Nurkic. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Powell finds Irving. Now Kleba. Here's Powell. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Down low, Irving. They kick it out to Green. The shot by Kleba, wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Back to Lillard. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Back to Simons. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Green. Powell with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Irving. Score the basket. His 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Irving dishes to Doncic. Irving kicks to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way.
2 minutes in the game.
Now Simon. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green finds Powell. Green draws the double. Powell the pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. They get it back. The shot by Powell, no good. Trailblazers trail by 21. Three-pointer, Simons. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Dallas.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Green against Simon. Hangs and misses. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Again, the Trailblazers score.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Outside Irving. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now here's Lillard. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Puts up a 3. Green with the rebound. Irving surveying the floor. Traps in the tray.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Sharp. Missed. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
So it's Portland now, following the score by Minnesota. Inside. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Thybulle's checked in.
For your Trailblazers, Matisse Thybulle.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Towns. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And the layup falls.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Lillard outside. Driving inside, and the dunk by Lillard.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And here's Gobert from the arc. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
The art of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Lillard with the ball. Banked it in off the glass. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Taking it to the defense right there. Lillard can do it all.
Towns, a screen on Thibault. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Grant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Lillard outside. And the dunk by Lillard.
What buddies from Damian Lillard, flying off the floor to dunk it home.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So Lillard will go to the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Now here's Edwards. No good from outside. Simons against Edwards. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Nurkic.
Pretty slick move by Anthony Simons with the rock. The defender couldn't keep track of it.
Edwards can't hit.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Thibault passes to Lillard. On target from range. Lillard's got 12.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 14. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Conley against Nurkic. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Pass to Lillard. He's off on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Conley passes to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Picked up by Grant. Edwards can't hit. Lillard against Conley. Outside Thibault. Lillard outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ending the quarter up 10.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away, great effort.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Grant, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And it's Simons missing.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
McDaniels against Nurkic. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's stolen by Nurkic. Pass to Thibault. Now Grant. On the wing, Simons. Some solid defense from Edwards. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
The Timberwolves trail. Grant with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. And here's Simons outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Towns. Misses off the left iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both. Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
The Timberwolves shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Gobert driving in. And Gobert with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Timeout called. Portland. A line change here for Portland. And Portland has possession. Knocked away. Stolen by Conley. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
Here's Sharp, guarded by Edwards.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance. And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
How about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Edwards can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Gobert passes to Towns. He takes it in. Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Johnson with a drive. Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Sharp's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Johnson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. They get it again. Shot's good by Towns.
It just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Here's Johnson. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Towns. Gobert drives in. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Eubanks.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Takes a three. Sharp, no good. Outside Edwards from behind the arc. Now Towns. No good on the buzzer beater. And so
your score, your Trailblazers 26, the Timberwolves 21.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And Minnesota calls time here.
It's time to make some noise for a t-shirt toss. Who wants one? There's truly another round of applause for your Blazer dancers.
Portland leading. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
You gotta love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad. You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Here's Thibault. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Lillard with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. They're running. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Greg is willing to do the work.
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Lillard finds Nurkic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Nurkic makes good use of the pump fake. Gets the defender to overcommit.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Nurkic inside. He's against Gobert. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here's Edwards outside. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in for Conley. Now here's Lillard. Give him 20. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. To the paint. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Thibault. Lillard outside. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. Towns on a screen. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Noel. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Portland with the timeout. Clap it up, fans. Make some noise along with your Blazers breaker dance crew. They're out there always working hard. Your Blazers breaker dance crew.
52 seconds left in the third. This one for 3. Portland again missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Edwards finds Conley. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Now here's Nurkic. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And he drew the blocking foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
Blazers foul Jeremy Grant.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Lillard against Conley. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
It's all tied up in Portland. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Speed and agility. Lillard gets in there and flies up for a dunk.
Edwards for 3. And that one's good from Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
Up top, Edwards. The three. Pulls up. Again, the Timberwolves score.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Stolen by Conley. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. McDaniels with it. Thibault picks him up. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
For Portland, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Lillard passes to Simons. And the three off target. The Timberwolves shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Edwards finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Yeah, too bad the previous play is depth at his position. And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, guys, you don't have to chuck up the first three you see. Keep your heads up. Keep looking for the best option. Let's see how they respond. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Not the guy you want to send to the strike. Damian Lillard cashes in on his free throws.
The first free throw is good. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And both free throws good for Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Edwards for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And here's Simon. Grant finds Thibault from downtown. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Prince. Now here's Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
Third team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the game. Now here's Lillard. Simons outside. The three is up. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Firing with confidence, Simons continues to flourish when given the opportunity.
Reed passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. To end the run. Knocks it down from distance.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. No problems knocking that one down.
He must have ice in his veins. Simons pushes out all distractions and drops the clutch shot.
Pass to Prince. Reed, a screen on Simons. To the inside. Grant with a steal. They're running. Lillard up top. count the basket. And now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Dame Lillard playing big. Lillard has a heart out of this world.
From deep, Conley. The shot misses, and it's Portland the other way.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
A player like Nurkic is a good piece for any squad. They can rely on him to take care of business inside on both ends of the floor.
He connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Nurkic. There's the triple. And Anthony Simons good for 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And it's the Trailblazers ball. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard with the ball. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point range. So it's Portland picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForte.